Before she can even take a breath, she's telling us how to run the show. The arrogance of her.
No one here is asking where anyone came from.
I was born right here.
Or where your father came from.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to take a few tips from people who come running here. Maybe they've learned something we haven't. We're not perfect.
It is all right. I am used to this.
No, it's not all right.
Okay. I apologize. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Okay. Who has something constructive to say?
I have. I just don't understand this whole stabbing thing, the downward motion of it, you know?
Look, you're not going to be satisfied till you see it again. I'll give you a demonstration.
Well, I mean, the boy was 5'8", and his father was 6'2".
I'll give you a
6
demonstration.
inches. That's a very awkward way to stab your father.
Come get up. Come on. Hurry up. You don't have all day. It's tired. Okay. Is this 6 inches?
That's more than 6 inches.
Okay, let it be more.
Hey! That's not funny! What's the matter with you?
Nobody's hurt, are they?
No, nobody's hurt.
All right, there's your ankle. Take a look at it. Tell me I'm wrong.
Down and in. I guess there's no argument.
I have a question. Did you ever stab a man?
Of course not.
Did you?
It's not be silly.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Have you ever seen a man stabbed?
No.
I'd like to ask you a question. Where do you get your information from about how it's done?
What do you mean? It's just common sense.
Look, this boy, he was 5'8". His father was 6'2". Doesn't this seem like a really awkward way to stab someone? Doesn't it?
What are you asking me for?
Wait a second. What's the matter with you? Let me see that knife.
Have you seen a knife fight?
Yes, I have.
In the movies?
In my backyard, on my stoop, in the vacant lot across the street. Too many of them. Switchblades hang with the neighborhood where I live. Funny that I didn't think about it before, but I guess you try and forget those things. Anyone who's ever used a switchblade would never have sat down with it. You don't handle switchblade that way. You use it underneath.
So he could have made the kind of wound that killed his father, could he?
I suppose it's conceivable that the boy could have made the wound, but not likely. Not that the boy had any experience with switchblades, and we know that the boy had plenty of experience with switchblades.
I don't believe this. You're giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo.
Look, I'm a little sick of this whole thing already, so let's just pack it up and go home.
Look, before we decide on anything, I would like to try to piece this together.
Well, I'm in advertising. I'm used to the big shots trying to pull things together. Let's chip up a few shots, see if any of them land on the green.
Look, we all know this kid's been associated with switchblades. The night of the murder, he bought a switchblade. Then he murdered a man, his father. It would take a very stupid kid to murder someone with an incident that everyone associated with the sport. What I'm asking here, I want you to consider this. Is this boy dumb or is this boy smart?
I quite agree. He's dumb.
However, if you were dumb, then why would you make the kind of wound that an inexperienced knife fighter would have made with this kind of knife?
I'm not sure I understand.
A murder takes great emotion, great hatred. At the moment of the murder, he would have handled the knife the best he could have, the way he had been trained, underhanded. An inexperienced man would have stabbed overhand. Yet, this boy is a very smart boy. He makes the kind of wound that at least suspects someone else. Then a moment later, and this boy is also smart enough to wipe the fingerprints off the knife. And also, he's probably even smart enough to wait for an L train to go by to cover up the noise. So I'm asking you again, is this kid smart or is this kid dumb?
What do you mean?
Look. This man, this boy, he does everything to associate himself with Switchblade.
Stop.
Yeah.
3. Hey now, wait a minute. You've got to get these cues. Is that through 9? Completely off. The line was, now is the kid smart or is he dumb?
Now, is the kid smart or is he dumb?
Hey, now wait a minute.
Well, the woman across the L track saw the murder as the train was going by. Maybe someone else saw the murder too.
A possibility, but no one we know of did.
It would take an awfully dumb man to do the train as the murder was going by.
That's right, a dumb man. A very stupid man. A man swept by emotions. He probably heard nothing. He probably didn't even hear the L train going by. So, look, this kid's smart or is he dumb? He does everything to associate himself with a switchblade murder. But then at the moment of the murder, he is smart again. Smart enough to make the kind of ruin that will at least suspect someone else. Then he's stupid enough to do the murder as the L train is going by. Then once again, he's smart. Smart enough to wipe the fingerprints away. To say this kid is guilty, you have to say he is dumb from about 8 o'clock to midnight, then he's smart again. Then for another few seconds, he's dumb. And once again, he's smart. Then he becomes stupid. So stupid, can't even think of a good alibi. Now, this kid, to call this kid guilty, you have to flip his intelligence like a pancake. You can reasonably doubt.
You know, I hadn't thought of that.
I'm sold on reasonable doubt.
I think I am too. I wanted more talk and now I've had it. Maybe we should try another vote. The quickest way is a show of hands. All those voting not guilty, raise your hands. Nine. Guilty? 3. The vote is 9-3 in favor of acquittal.
I don't understand you people. How can you believe this kid is innocent? Look, you know these people lie. I don't have to tell you that. They don't know what the truth is. And let me tell you, they don't need any real big reason to kill anybody either. They get drunk and bang. Someone's lying in the gutter. No one's blaming them. That's just how they are, you know what I mean? Violent. Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. Hey, where are you going? Look, these people are drinking and fighting all the time, and if somebody gets killed, somebody gets killed. They don't care. What's going on here? Oh, sure, there's some good things about them, too. Look, I'm the first to say it. But, I mean, come on, listen to me. I've known a few who are pretty decent, but those are the exception. Look, these people, I mean, this kid on trial. Don't you know about them? What's going on here? I'm trying to speak my piece, and you need to listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something.
I've had enough. If you open your mouth again, I'm going to spit in your face.
I'm only trying to tell you something.
Sit down. Everybody just sit down. Come on, sit. I still believe that the boy is guilty. I'll tell you why. To me, the most damning evidence was given by the woman across the street.
Okay, let's go over her testimony. What exactly did she say?
The woman went to bed around 11 o'clock that night. Her bed was next to an open window. Lying down, she could look directly out the window across the street. She tossed and turned for about an hour or two, unable to fall asleep. About 12:10, she looked out the window and saw the boy stab his father. To me, this is unshakable testimony.
As far as I'm concerned, that's the most important testimony.
Frankly, in view of this, I don't see how any of you can vote acquittal. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. There's just so much evidence to sift.
Well, you can throw all the other evidence out. The kid's guilty.
That was my fault. I don't deny the validity of the points that the boy has made. Can we say that on one side of the track there is doubt But on the other, what about the woman? She saw the killing actually happen.
What time is it?
10 minutes till 6.
Oh, you don't think they'd let us go home and finish up in the morning? I mean, I have a kid with the flu.
Not a chance.
Can you not see the clock clearly without your glasses?
Not clearly.
Oh.
Glasses, they're a nuisance, aren't they?
What do you do when you wake up at night and want to know what time it is?
Well, I put on my glasses and look at the clock.
I just lay in bed and wait for my clock to chime. My father gave it to me. It took me about 10 years to find a place to put it.
Do you wear your glasses to bed?
Of course not. Nobody wears eyeglasses to bed.
The woman who testified that she saw the murder, she wore glasses, didn't she?
Did she wear glasses?
Of course she did. I remember it clearly. They looked very strong.
That's right, the glasses. She never took them off.
Maybe she's farsighted. I mean,
Look, I think it's logical to say that the woman was not wearing her glasses in bed. And she testified that the murder took place the instant she looked out the window. I don't even believe she would put her glasses on the couch looking out the window, by the way. But anyway, she looked out and saw the murder take place the instant she turned over. Then a few seconds later, the lights went out. There wasn't any time for her to put on her glasses. Now, maybe this woman honestly thought she saw the boy stab his father. I say she only saw a blur.
how do you know what she saw? Again, maybe she's farsighted. How does he know these kind of things?
Does anyone here still think there's no room for reasonable doubt?
Well, I will always wonder, but I do think there's a reasonable doubt.
I think he's guilty.
Anyone else?
No, I'm convinced now. There's a doubt in my mind.
You're alone.
11 votes not guilty and 1 guilty.
I don't care whether I'm alone or not. I have a right.
Yes, you do.
I think the kid's guilty. What else do you want?
Your arguments.
I gave you my arguments.
We're not convinced. We're still waiting to hear them. We still have time.
It's gotta be a hung jury. It's the only solution.
I guess there's nothing we can do about it except hope for the fact that in a few months, you can get some sleep at night.
You're all alone.
It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone.
If it is a hung jury, then a few of us will point these things out to various lawyers.
All right. All right.
We're waiting. Not guilty.
Not guilty.